I think landscape mode should be working. I doubt anyone is here to hear me talking at the moment, but I think I got this figured out. Yes, we are live and we are in landscape mode. Awesome. I'm going to. Who's watching? Who's watching? Who's here right now? I have no idea. So, but I'm going to keep talking to myself until people show up, hopefully. Maybe, maybe not. Somebody's going to win something. Hey guys, what's up, everyone? You did look at this. You guys seeing this shit right now? Landscape mode on my phone, and I'm live. I figured it out. I'm proud of myself. This streaming stuff, it's easy to record a video. It's very different to go live, right? What's up, Just Nate, LCAP, B Shady? How you guys doing? Did you guys have a good weekend? I have two here, Nate, and actually, there's a YouTube short that's going to go live uh, sometime, probably tomorrow, where I'm going to explain the spring situation with these knives and which springs you should be using and why. But I'll go ahead and tell you guys, this one, hold on, let me feel it. Strong springs. Action does not feel that good, but brand new, right? It doesn't feel great. It's not bad. It just doesn't feel nearly as good as the weak springs. But here's the thing, right? Springs break in. As you use them, they get weaker. And so the strong spring will feel much better in time. Just got to give it some time. But the weak spring, it's going to get weaker too, right? And it's new, and the blade's already coming out way too easily. So, yeah. People love or hate this knife. I actually like it. I think with the strong springs, it will be an amazing knife. It's just going to take a little time to break it in. But the way it comes in the box, I think is not very safe, honestly. It comes out way too easy. Hey, Just Nate, do you need me to do a disassembly for you? What's up, Robert? What's up, Sensor? Actually, I was planning on doing it anyway. I'm going to put the strong springs in the one that has the weak springs in it. So, but yeah, I will have a video coming showing how to take it apart very soon. It's actually not, well, it can't be worse than a bug out, right? A bug out's a pain in the ass to take apart. Yeah, it'll be out this week, Just Nate. Yeah, it's just too weak out of the box. It's not just a safety thing from being able to shake it out. It just, it's so weak, right? But when you look at this knife, Elmax steel, titanium, diamond texturing, everything else about it, I mean, it needs to be a good knife, right? Everything here is so good other than the action, basically other than the springs. The springs are what is making the action bad, what's making it unsafe in your pocket. And when you put the strong springs in it, just going to let you know, it doesn't feel nearly as good as it does with the springs that are in it when you get it in the box. But just know, after you do this enough, it's going to feel so smooth, and it's not going to be unsafe. So, and it's going to have a better detent. It's not really a detent, but you know what I mean. So, let you guys know something coming up on the channel, the Rat 2 here. Something actually kind of bothers me, and I want to vent a little bit, right? Do you know why I bought this knife? I bought this knife because I bought this knife for scales. I found scales for this knife, and I was like, "You got to be kidding me! They're that cheap." So on Weigh a Knife, you can buy diamond textured, very similar but more polished than these scales for the Rat 2 for $50. titanium, by the way. So I was like, man, that would look so good. But why are they only 50 for this knife? But if you were to go buy them for, say, this knife, they're 160. What's up with that, right? You know, kind of bugs me. Supply and demand, I guess. Oh, S35. Yeah, see, the Rat 1 I've had before, Blade Crush. It's a little too big for me. I definitely prefer the Rat 2. And I was on Way of Knife looking around and saw they had the titanium scales for the Rat 2. And then I saw the price, and I'm like, okay, well, the knife is $30. I got it on sale for like $23. And $50 for scales that look better than these scales? It's kind of a no-brainer, right? So that's why I bought the knife. Never been the biggest fan of the look of this knife, but when I got it in hand, actually, I got this one in hand before. I got this one in hand before that one, the Ganzo, and I felt the ergo's actually pretty good. Pretty good. One thing I will tell you about this one, the detent is amazing on this knife. It's absolutely amazing. You can't fell it. Yeah, unfellable. So did anybody in the chat right now buy a knife from the knife sale this weekend? I sold a lot of knives, so. You know, El Cap, I didn't like the way it looked until I held it in my hand. And then it made sense and I understood it. Very similar. This may surprise you. I never liked the way this knife looked. Not at all. I hated the way this knife looked until I felt one and it all made sense, right? It, you know, they were putting function ahead of, you know, looks, I guess. And Spyderco Para 3, amazing in hand. The Rat 2, also amazing in hand. It feels so good in hand. Everything about it, everything they've done with it is for ergonomics. And I can't wait to put the titanium scales on this. I do need to find a pocket clip, though. I have not ordered a pocket clip for it yet. But this is going to be a reverse tux build. Keep the black hardware, keep the black blade. One thing I really wish they wouldn't do, though, is all this damn billboarding. It's so ugly. Why? Why does that need to be there, right? Get rid of that. You can keep this over here. Get rid of all that, please. Thank you. It'd be great. We would all appreciate it. By the way, guys, this is going to be given away tonight. This sticker and what's under the sticker. It's nothing super expensive or anything. Just something I've had and I've had it for a giveaway for a while. Excuse me. But never given it away and keep forgetting about it. So today it's going to be given away. It's a beater knife. It's a decent beater knife. Can you strip it? I don't know. I want to keep the DLC blade. I don't know if I can strip. You probably can with the right chemicals. Acetone may even do it if you soak it long enough, but I want to keep the black blade. So kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't situation, I guess. One thing I'm going to do, I should have already done it, but the pocket clip with the tip down carry, I hate that. I was just going to wait till the scales get here and do it then. I have no idea why they ship it tip down. It would be more popular if they would take pictures with it tip up. Something as simple as a picture with it being tip up could help them sell more of these knives, in my opinion. Maybe there's a whole nother world out there that prefers tip up carry. I haven't met any of them yet, but they may be out there somewhere. Hey, Jasper. Jaspers. I'm glad you're here. And I'm going to be starting a pass-around group and adding a few people to it. I want you to join it. I need your email address. We'll talk to Raya also. But the first knife I'm going to put in the pass-around group is going to be I'm waiting on approval, but I'm pretty sure they're going to approve. Why wouldn't they? the Terrain 365 P38 with the Teravantium blade. So let me know if you're interested. If not, no worries. But trying to do things a little different, you know what I mean? So if you're interested to making a video or on this knife or other knives, another one that's going to be in the pass around group is the TRM Shadow. So no worries, man. No worries. So what's everyone's newest knife? Or actually, what pocket checks? What was in your pocket today? For me, the Smock was in my pocket today. Love the Smock. Such a good knife. I think I prefer it with the second detent in there also. I've had one in the past with that one removed, and the blade would bounce out. And it's so much better with the second detent, in my opinion. Carbon fiber bug out. AD 20.5 Shark's Foot. Yeah. Great knife. Love it. One of my favorites. I think I'm actually going to be selling my other one, though. Kaiser Begleiter 2, 20 CV, snakeskin carbon fiber. I'm not familiar with that one. M390 bug out. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, that reverse Tonto is just amazing. Just Nate. I love it too. I wish we'd see more knives with it. The Malibu has it, but I'm not a button lock guy, really. I'm not a big fan of button locks, so yeah, I wish more companies would use something very similar and a hollow grind. That would be nice. But you don't see it very often, unfortunately. Couple of knives you're going to be seeing on the channel this week. The Tucson TS 385, I think it is. Little front flipper. Very cool knife, man. 14C28N, titanium frame lock. Very affordable. Pretty cool knife. Another one, actually, I think this one came out today. The TS68, teensy tiny little knife. But man, pretty impressive the materials you get for the price. Another one you're going to see this week will be the Tuya NV4. Pretty cool knife, in my opinion. Overpriced, considering what you can get for this price or less. Brazen. Awesome. Awesome. Mini Proponent. Which one is that? Mini Proponent. That one's not ringing a bell. Pyrite. I haven't tried a Pyrite yet, but again, I'm not a big fan of button locks, so. I knew what you meant, Mark. I agree, Jasper. The TS this and TS that, I agree 100%. Get rid of the numbers. Give it a name. Yeah, it is S90V Blade Crush. It is S90V. It is. But there are some issues with it, which in my overview video, which I think comes out tomorrow, I talk about the issues. I'll go ahead and tell you. One of them's the lock bar. They didn't chamfer it at all. Not at all. It's not horrible, but it's a sharp edge right there, right? $240 for this knife. You can buy this wee hyphen for $40 less, and it's chamfered. You can buy the wee Esprit for, I think, around $200. It's chamfered. You know, just little things like that. When you're, sorry, bumped the camera. When you're spending that kind of money, stuff like that shouldn't be missed. Also, the inlay, hopefully I can get this to show up on camera. It's sticking up quite a bit above the titanium over here on this side. This side's very smooth. They got it right. But on this side, not so good. It's sticking up way up above the titanium. And for that price point, man, yeah, those are the details that, you have to call them out on. You're going to charge $240 for a knife. It better be perfect. Yeah, you got S90V, and that's attractive. I get it, but you know, you can't have your inlays being like that, and it's not going to show up on camera, I'm sure, but I'll try. Yeah, stick it up well above the scale there. But yeah, at that price point, you know, better quality control, right? You shouldn't be sending them out like that for that amount of money, in my opinion. A Knipex, you ordered the 5-inch pliers. Oh shit, dude! If you order them on eBay, they may not even be Knipex, you know. Yeah, it's just not good, Blade Crush. It's not that great. It's not for $240. It's just not there. Yeah, I get the S90V. I like the S90V. You don't see it very often. One of the only companies I see use it frequently is Spyderco. But the action's actually pretty good. Detent's pretty good. But the fit and finish at that price, it's just not there. You can buy much better for less money. So this is a knife I'm very excited about. This is the one I was talking about earlier for the pass round that I'm going to be starting. The P38. This is Terravantium, which is not steel, right? It's not magnetic. It will never corrode, but I get to do cut tests with it and edge retention with it and see how well it holds its edge. I'm really excited about that. I'll be doing that this week. I'll be cutting all kinds of stuff with it to see how well it holds its edge. And if it holds it as well as they say it does, it's going to be very impressive for the price point. Um, you know, what's the one that Sandra Knives uses? I can't remember what it's called, but the problem with the one the Sandrin uses is that it's tungsten carbide. They call it something though. It can chip very easily. Will this chip? I'm very excited to find out. If it doesn't chip and it holds its edge like they say it does, everyone should be using it. But my concern is why isn't everyone using it if it's as good as they say it is? So very curious to check it out. It will be cutting all week this week. It will be in my pocket the entire week. Not just at work. I'm going to cut all kinds of crap. Rope, wood, all kinds of stuff with it and see how it holds its edge. I got another one of their knives here from a friend, Craig. This one's the ATB, Invictus ATB. I liked it so much, I asked them to check out other knives, and they sent me this one. So I'm not going to destroy this one, obviously. It's not mine. This one isn't mine either, but they have given me permission to use it as I choose. So that's what I'm going to do. I wish it the best of luck. I hope it survives. It performs amazingly. Time is going to tell, though, because it's actually a really good knife. Really good knife. Action-wise, anyway. Materials, fit and finish. It's done extremely well. So I hope that blade, I wouldn't say blade still, but it's not still. I hope it holds up very well. That'd be amazing, actually, if it does. Yeah, El Cap, I love the Invictus. Another one I wanted to get from them, this is the ATB, and it's a 3.5-inch blade. They make one called the AT that's a 3-inch blade. For me, it's a little big. Other than that, I love everything about it. I think it's great. The action on both of their knives, amazing action. It's absolutely amazing action. But they were out of the ATB or the AT. They were out of stock. But I think they're going to send me one of those also. So we'll see. I hope to get to check it out. I mean, it's going to be the exact same knife, just a little smaller. Another one you're going to see this week is going to be the Pena Bravo. Man, such a good knife. I don't know why they don't make more of these. Why are they not making more? It's so good. So good. The ATB, I think it is. Looks like a bayonet. Kinda, a little bit. beautiful knife though, absolutely beautiful. And I'm still trying to decide, do I like the glow in the dark thumb studs? I guess I was in the army a long time ago, and I think of the materials these knives are made of, they're never going to rust. If you're in the military, you're out there in the field, you never got to worry about rust. And glowing thumb studs would be nice. But the thing about it is, to make them glow, you got to shine a flashlight on them, right? You got to put them in light so they'll glow. So it doesn't make sense for that. I think it's more of I don't know, a fad. Glow Rhino's doing a lot of stuff like this. It's cool, but does it really serve a purpose? If your knife's been in your pocket all day, and then at 10 o'clock at night you pull it out, they don't glow, right? If they use tritium, it'd be different. Tritium doesn't need light to glow. It'll glow on its own. It's radioactive slightly or something like that. So it doesn't need light. But these actually, you have to shine light on them to make them glow. So it doesn't really make much sense. Where'd you get those scales at, Blade Crush? I want to look them up. Yeah, Mark, it does. It does fill the hand very well. It's chunky, it's thick, but man, it feels really good in hand, actually. Amazing in hand. I have really high hopes for this one. I hope that Teravantium holds up. If it does, I mean, it'd truly be amazing. But there has to be a catch. I keep telling myself that. There's no way other companies aren't using it, you know? And when I talked to the rep over there, he said you sharpen it with diamonds, just like any other super still. No different. It's not like the tungsten carbide. It's not going to destroy your diamonds using, sharpening your blade with it. He says you sharpen this just like, actually, I'll read to you what he said. I'll read it to you real quick. Let me go my email address. He says, sorry, getting there. Sharpening Teravantium is easier than most people think. Use a natural stone, so you don't even have to have diamond. Natural stone or diamond stone like any other blade, but don't raise a wire edge. The physical properties of our dendritic cobalt alloy is different and behaves differently than steel, but is largely sharpened in the same way, but finishes it differently. No need to strop either. A very fine toothy edge and will cut a very long time. Sharpening Teravantium removes the cobalt matrix and exposes the carbide crystals on a microscopic level. It is the carbide teeth which is the cutting power. So, sounds really cool, right? Sounds amazing. Yeah, it sounds really cool. We're going to find out. We're going to see. I can tell you now, it is razor sharp out of the box. They came, the Bettliger too. Had them on it already. Okay. Hold on. I haven't seen that one. Let me go look that up real quick. Sorry, guys. I can't see the chat at the moment. Backlighter 2. Oh, is it the one with the gold? The gold dark matter? That's kind of milled to make. Is that the one it is? Blade Crush? Is that the one it is? It's like gold dark matter. I see the Raffir or Raffer, whatever you call it. Is it like this, actually? Here, let me just show you. Is it similar to this? I still haven't installed this yet. This is going on the Small and Cozy. This is a scale from Get Good Screw. They're doing more than screwing these days. They're making scales too. Look, that's what that mini bed glider I'm talking about looks like on White Mountain Knives. But I don't see anything about it being an exclusive. I don't think it'll let you post a link in the chat. So guys, if you're here, oh, bump the camera again. Show you some knives that are still available in the sale also. I still have 2 Kunwu Pulsars. I don't know why. I mean, they're not horrible. They're not, you just need to put the strong springs on them. But other than that, and the pocket clip, which is easily replaceable, still available. The Hinderer XM18 3.5 inch. The seller has agreed to take $500. He dropped the price $50. And this one I cannot believe hasn't sold yet. The Bestech exploit. Honestly, the longer they take to sell, the longer I get to keep them. So I'm not complaining. I'm just surprised, you know? Yeah, the Pulsar with the weak springs, it comes with the weak springs. You definitely want to change those out. It's entirely, I just did a short or a reel on Instagram showing this. I had them both, right? This one has strong springs. This one has weak springs. The weak springs out of the box, the action, in my opinion, feels better. Although the detent, technically not a detent, feels a little light. The drop and everything about it just feels a little more smooth, right? Problem with it is shake it out very easily. It's not really safe. And as you use it, those springs are going to get weaker, you know? They're going to break in and get weaker over time. This one has the strong springs on it. Detent feels a little better, but it has that kind of springy feel on the close, that bouncy feel, right? But you're not shaking this one out. Over time, these are going to get weaker also and smooth out and feel a lot better. So you definitely want the strong springs in if you get a Pulsar. So yeah, well, I don't know if the Benchmade Omega springs fitted or not, Jasper. I'm not sure, but very similar to same spring setup. No, Jason? Both of these were sent in because of that issue. The weak springs being too weak. And I've heard a lot of other people online say theirs are too weak also, that the blade will just flop out very easily with a slight shake. And both of these will. So, well, this one has the strong ones in it now, but before it would. Nah, well, actually, Jasper, hold on. Here's a Ganzo. This one's broke in, though. It's pretty smooth now. Actually, here's a good example. This is the CMB Predator. Still pretty new. Has not broken in all the way yet. The springs on this feel similar to the strong springs. Actually, the Pulsar's a little better with the strong springs on. Still a little better than the Predator. Yeah, still a little better than that. Where's another Axis lock? I got other ones here. My bug outs are all broken in. Here's one. The Kershaw Heist. No, that's much better than the Pulsar. Much, much better than Pulsar. I have one here that feels very similar, but you're probably not going to recognize it and know how it feels. This is the Scallywag Tactical. It's not the Wahoo. Maybe it is the Wahoo. Yeah, I think it's the Wahoo. The Pulsar feels very similar to this. Has that springy feel at the end, right? It doesn't, it just feels, I don't want to say cheap, but it feels like a budget Axis lock with the strong springs in. New. Make sure I make that clear. While they're new. As this breaks in, it's going to feel amazing. It really is. As these weak springs break in, I mean, this thing's going to literally fall. The blade's going to fall out of it. Quite literally. You're not going to do much of anything. It's just going to fall out. Yes, Jasper. This is the Pena Bravo. my favorite Pinya I've ever had in hand, actually. It's so good. It is so good. I have an overview coming to this very soon. Better action than the Dimcos, in my opinion. It's a very different action, right? A Mega Springs and a Shark Lock are very different feeling to me. I will admit that a Dimco's action takes getting used to. If you're accustomed to a standard detent, a detent ball, at first the Dimcos will feel very odd to you, but in time they will. I've come to love them, but I can shake this. The blade's rattling a little bit, but it's not going to fly out on me. I can pick this up and first shake instantly. Blade just comes out way too easily. So, but put the strong springs in. Good to go. Good to go. Which scales do you have on your 20.5? Drink water. How about I drink strawberry grape body armor instead? Which scales do you have on your AD 20.5? You've never handled a Dimco Shark Lock, just Nate? I highly recommend checking one out. But I will say this. I've heard other people say they just don't like it. But the reason they don't like it is because they're accustomed to this kind of detent, right? Very different feeling detent from a Shark Lock. Honestly, the Shark Lock is going to feel more like a Axis Lock than it will a normal detent ball. It's going to feel much more like this than it will that. But once you, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a crazy person and I like to fidget. I love these knives. Really, really like these knives. Got a couple of them. And I'm going to be honest. I don't know if it's the additional weight of the blade. I love the look of the shark foot more. Not the scales or anything, just the shape. I like it more. But for some reason, the clip point, the action feels a little better. And I think it's because there's additional weight on that blade. It's a longer blade, quite a bit longer, actually. I think it's that weight that makes it feel different. So I like the way the action feels on the clip point more than the shark's foot. And I liked it better when they were not customized, right? When they still had the factory scales on them. Yeah, you should get, well, you don't have to get these, drink water. These are RGT scales, but these are the fat scales. Also, these are skinny scales from OG Goat, but they sell some called fat scales. Makes it thicker, but these are from Rips Garage Tech, and they're fat scales. It's quite a bit thicker. It feels better in hand for me too, thicker. I like it thicker. I like them thick. You know what I'm saying? A little cushion for the pushing. But yeah, thicker, in my opinion, definitely does feel better in hand with this knife. Actually, there's another one here too. Oh, where'd it go? I got this one too. This one's actually for sale. The premium version, titanium with 3B. This one's shit. Okay, I think I'm back. I disconnected there for a second. And I've been thinking about doing the same. I've been thinking about sending this one in to get a hollow grind put on it. I don't want to do the coated blade, obviously. But I have been considering sending this one in to get it reground. I think it'd be awesome with a hollow grind. Yeah, drink water. I haven't tried their fat scales, but the skinny scales are amazing. I'm sure their fat scales are great. It'll add like 2 or 3 millimeters of thickness to the knife, but make sure you get the back spacer to go with it. With the fat scales, I think they come with the back spacer. You have to use a back spacer, same as these fat scales. Without the backspacer, the spacing won't work. So I think you have to get a backspacer, but I could be wrong about that. I actually have a discount code at OG Goat, BEDC10, I think it is. It's in the description of my videos, and you get 10 or 15% off. So what all did you get with that, Jason? The Dimco? Fuck this YouTube username. Yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Hold on, let me look at the spreadsheet. I can't remember the price. The Dimco, the premium one is, where's it at? $320. It's brand new, by the way. Never been used. Includes the box and the left-handed pocket clip and everything. So $320 on that one. I think they're $385 if you buy them. So yeah. Where's the other side? Oh, brand new with the child-proof, adult-proof case. Actually, this one's not that bad. Not nearly as bad as TRM's, but yeah. If you go, I have a knife sale video that went live on Saturday. Fuck this username. Why am I saying this? Thank you, dude. I like you. I like you. You're making me say shit. Yeah, I have a knife sale video. It went live on Saturday. It has all the knives in it. I show them all, and in the description, it has pricing for everything. So everything that's already been sold is marked sold. Hey, Heidi, how are you? How are you liking that Finch? The die rack is not gone, El Cap. It is not gone. And God, I wish OTFs were legal here, because it is the perfect OTF for me. It is. I love that thing, man. I love it so much. Where's it at? I'm away from the mic, so bear with me. I'm trying to find it. It's in the box here. Well, somewhere in here. Hold on, check the chat again. Got all kinds of knives everywhere. Well, fuck this YouTube username. If you want to buy it, email me at bedcknifesale@gmail.com. Bravo Echo Delta Charlie knifesale@gmail.com. You can also go watch that knife sale video, and at the beginning of it, I tell you how to buy a knife. Hey, Jason. Hey, Jason, they can sell them. They are legal to sell them, and it's legal to buy them, but it's not legal to carry them on your person. You better check the laws, my friend. Trust me, I've already checked. I've actually talked to a police officer about it, because I was like, why? I can carry a Glock, but I can't carry an OTF. You know, it's like, something's wrong about this. This makes no sense. So I went actually to the police department in Mooresville and talked to them. I was like, is it illegal for me to carry an OTF? I thought about taking one with me. I was like, no, I don't want to go to jail. So I didn't take one with me. But I talked to him and was like, yeah, you can't, it's illegal to carry those. It's still illegal in our state. Where's that law at, Jason? Email me where you found that law out. It says it's illegal to carry. When I went to Mooresville, they looked it up on their computers, showed it to me. And any automatic knives, or even side firing, are illegal. Is this the right Microtech? Is this it? No, that's the LUDT Microtech. Large underwater demolitions team. Where's the other one at? There it is. This is the right Microtech. I love this little knife, man. If I was going to buy a Microtech, this would be the one I would buy. I'm not a very large person. I'm 5'9", 155 pounds. This is perfect for me, man. So good. Double edge, too. If you're going to have OTF, you may as well have a double edge. Uh-oh. I just fired it, and it locked up. That's not good. Did y'all see that live on camera? Okay, this is not for sale. I changed my mind. What happened? Normally with OTF, you can shake it. Something just broke inside this thing, I think. Okay, I got it loose. Okay. We're back in business. No, we're not. He did it again. You're seeing this in live time. Gotta be careful. This is double edge, so. Take this one off the list. I'm gonna go take it off the list. I don't know what just happened. This thing's brand new too. First time I got it to release. Now it won't release. All right, I get it. And of course they have to use proprietary screws. I'm gonna go mark this one something else on the video. It's no longer available. Something just happened, literally live in video. Bear with me, I gotta go mark that video so everybody knows that one's not for sale at the moment. Craig, if you're listening, which I think you are, I don't know what just happened, but you need to watch that. I don't know if a spring just broke in there or what the hell just happened, but something just went terribly wrong with the die rack. I'm gonna have to get one of those tools to take it apart. Bear with me, guys. I can't see the chat right now, so I gotta go. I'm marking my cell video that one is unavailable. So I can't see the chat while I'm doing that. There it is. I'm gonna put sold at the moment, although it's not sold. Actually, no. I'm just gonna put pending. Because I don't want somebody emailing me about that. I don't know what just happened there. No, I'm not tall, Jasper. I'm 5'9", 155, 160 pounds. I used to be like 140, 145, but then I started working out. Gained a little bit of weight. This is strange. I've never had this happen to an OTF. Of course, you can easily make them fail, and you can generally just shake them back out, and they relock in place. This thing is completely locked out. This is now a fixed blade, and the button is not affecting it in any way. I think a spring broke or something just went terribly wrong inside that knife. I'm glad that happened before somebody bought it. I'd have felt terrible if somebody would have bought this and that would have happened to them. ID, you've been here for a while now. I'm glad you're here. I'm going to try to start going live much more often so I can get better at it and understand how to do it. Unfortunately, there's not a way to go live and practice, right? You can't just play around and try to figure out how it works. You actually have to go live to go live. Is my video frozen? What's happening right now? What is going on? Okay, I think it's working. If you are new here and have bought a knife already, I promise you this isn't going to happen. And if you're thinking about buying a knife, if something like this ever does happen, you'll be taken care of. I know the person that owns this knife cannot respond right now. They're driving, so I wonder if he happens to have that damn tool to take those screws out. If not, I'll order one, but that's very weird. I mean, it is all locked up. Okay, you guys see me moving? On my end, it all froze up. Yeah, it's exactly what I'm thinking, El Cap. Oops, that was a first for me. I've never seen an OTF do that before. Obviously, it's easy to make an OTF fail, right? You can just grab a piece of paper. El Cap, you know what piece of paper this is. I'm not going to read it, though. And you can make it fail like that, right? But the blade's always freed. You can just shake it back out, and you're back in action. That is very different. What just happened? Well, I just dropped that OTF. What just happened to this Microtech is very different. This is completely stuck. The button's spring had to have broken. That's all it could be. And you have two springs, right? You have one spring that pulls it forward. You have another spring that pulls it backwards. When it broke the first time, it was on the way going back in. So I was able to bring it forward and that spring locked. And then when I pulled it back, it went in. But the spring that's going to pull it forward again had to be the one that broke because it's stopping the blade from going in. And obviously it can't move. It's not going to go out again. So it had to be the spring that pulls the blade out. No, the one that pulls the blade back into the handle is the spring that must have just broken. If I take this thing apart and it's all rusted in there, I'm gonna be shocked. Because I think this is 204p blade still, if I remember right. It can't be rusted. Yeah, it has a warranty. It definitely has a warranty. Hey, also let you guys know, I'm gonna pull up a picture and move my phone so you guys can see it. I have more bit drivers coming. Since you guys are here in the live stream, I'm gonna give you a sneak peek. You know one of the colors is coming already. You're gonna see a little bit of another one, but you're not gonna be able to tell completely. There they are. Those 15 are shipping out tomorrow to me. 10 of the Joker theme and 5 of something different. But you have one of the colors. One thing about doing this on my phone, I can't share my screen like I do on my computer. But the video quality is so much better on my phone. Exactly, Jason. I would have felt terrible if this thing broke like that and after I shipped it to someone. I mean, it wouldn't be a big deal. They just send it back and give the money back. But, you know, I don't want... This thing's literally not a scratch on it. I mean, it's brand new. It's 3 years old, I think, but just been sitting in its box, right? It's new, but, you know, new old stock, I guess is what you'd call it. It's now like a mini fixed blade. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and show you the giveaway knife. And I don't want you guys getting too excited or anything. Which one do you want? Just Nate? I've had this for a while and I forgot about it. So I will give you a sticker too. You saw that brand name. Effin Grow. Effin Grow. What are they thinking? But this is a beast of a knife. It really is. And I'm going to give this away tonight to one of you guys. We're going to do the numbers game, even though that's my least favorite way to give something away. This is a thick, thick, thick knife. Thick blade stock. Can't remember the blade still in this. I've had this thing for months. Forgot all about it. I bought it for giveaways like 8 months ago and forgot I had it. It ended up in the bottom of a stack of a giveaway pile. And I recently found it. I was like, man, I need to give that away. Yeah, I mean, El Cap, there's not much you can do wrong with the OTF, right? You press the button up, it comes out. You pull it back, it goes back in. Not many ways to screw that one up. So yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I'm glad it happened, actually. Well, if it's going to happen, I'm glad it happened while I still have the knife. I'd hate to sell it to someone and then a month later they tell me that happened, because then, you know, depending on the person, if I don't know them well, I'm like, well, did you take it apart? What'd you do with it? You know, at some point, I'm no longer responsible, you know, but yeah, something went terribly wrong with this one. If I had the tool to take this apart, I'd do it right now and take it apart and see if the spring broke or for some reason it came unhooked or what the hell happened to it. But I don't have a tool to take that apart, so I'm gonna have to get one. Could send it to Microtech, but it'd probably be quicker for me just to order the tool and do it myself. But if I order the tool and take it apart and the spring's broken, you got to have the exact spring size for it to work properly. So you'll have to go back to Microtech anyway. And I don't know if disassembling it voids your warranty with Microtech, honestly. Jasper. Exactly. Exactly. I'm glad somebody has a mind like mine. Effing grow, damn you, grow. Sorry, honey, you're just not doing it for me. You know, they do make little blue pills for that. So I've heard. When you get older, right? I don't know, El Cap. That's a good question. We should find that out. Because I don't want to disassemble it if it's going to void the warranty, obviously. And I don't think the spring came unhooked. The only thing I can come up with is the spring broke. But God, do I want to see what happened so bad? I really want to see the inside of it and understand what happened. The spring had to have broken. That's all it could be. There's nothing else it really could be. The spring on the open broke. Really, all it could be. Yeah, I think you're right, Jason. I think if you take a Microtech apart, it voids the warranty. Yeah. All right, what time is it? Okay, it's almost 9:30. All right, we're going to give away the F and grow. So I can F and grow away. Grow to bed. I can F and grow to bed. Okay, I got to write down a number, I guess. Let me find a sticky note here. Actually, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let me get a Sharpie. We're going to do it a little different. Numbers are going to be 69 to 420. And I'm going to write it on this blade. I'm going to write it right here. Well, let me wipe that off first. I'll wipe it off with rubbing alcohol after I'm done, but you guys can't see what I'm writing, right? I'll tell you when to go. Actually, Jasper, when I tell you to, because I'm on a delay, so the chat's way far behind for me. When I say to go, you put go. Let's see, between 69 and 420 is your number choices. You can't see that on the camera, right? No, you cannot. We're going to close that up. Okay, there you go. Number is on the blade. Jasper, you put go whenever you are ready. Between 69 and 420. Choose a number. Closest without, actually, I don't care if you go over. Closest to the number wins. And while you guys are guessing, I got to pee real quick, if that's okay. Yes. Hold on. Time out. You guys saw what I wrote. Stop. There's no way two people guessed that number that easily. It's impossible. I'm going to have to rewind this video and watch it. You guys could see my numbers, huh? Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat. We're going to have to redo that. We're going to have to redo that. There's no way two people got that without seeing it. All right. I'm an idiot. If you're here, you already know that. You're fully aware at this point. If you're still here watching this craziness. So, we're going to wipe that off. We're going to do this again. You bastards. You bastards. You sneaky bastards. We got to use the other side of the blade this time. This time, I'm going to write it on the blade. And, but not under the camera this time. Numbers the same, between 69 and 420. And let's see here. What number should I use? Okay. I wrote it on the blade. There you go. Jasper, tell him to go whenever you want to say go. I'll wait to pee. Damn it. If they were smart cheaters, they weren't cheaters. I was just an idiot. But if it was me, I would have waited about 3 seconds and then throw that number up if I would have been the only one that guessed it. Because if the first number comes out is the number I wrote down, something went terribly wrong. And then if the second number is the same number, at that point, it's pretty obvious. But apparently somebody was telling me. Same range, 69 to 420. Oh shit, there's a hole in that blade. Can y'all tell what that is? I don't think you can. I just realized. We'll flip that over. You can't see what it is, but I'm going to flip it over just in case. One guess, Mark. One guess. One guess per person. I don't have my glasses on, guys. I should have my glasses on. Problem is, with glasses on, I can't read the computer screen. With glasses off, I can't read shit up close. My eyes are all screwed up. You can't see that number through that knife. No, you can't. No way you can tell what that number is. 69 to 420, guys. 69 to 420. One guess per person. Closest, doesn't matter if you go over or not. I see one that's pretty close. Pretty close. But I don't see anyone that has it exactly yet. Greg, what are you seeing, man? What are you seeing? Let me go see what you guessed. Obviously, you didn't see it, my friend. Well, if more than one person gets it, Jeremy, we'll do a runoff. So 2 people guess the same number, or 3 people. Those 3 people or 2 people will get to guess again. I'll choose another number. So if there's multiple people pick the same number, there'll be a runoff. Let's see. It's now 9:32. We'll go till 9:34, just to make sure everybody's had a chance. Between 69 and 420. 69 and 420. And I'm going to get some nicotine in my system. I need to quit this so bad. I got this to quit cigarettes, and it worked. It worked great. Problem is, I never quit this. I didn't think about that, Greg, though. It's at first, I was like, oh shit, there's speed holes everywhere. Pretty stupid, actually. But luckily, you can't actually. I'm looking at it. You cannot see that number. You can see marks, but there's no way you can make out the number. All right. I think everybody's done, right? All right. Jasper and Heidi, will you help me pick the winner? Closest to the number. Doesn't matter if they go over. Just the closest person to the number. That's the wrong side. All right. Jasper, stop it for me. Or Heidi, stop it. Yeah, actually, yeah, Mark, you guessed way too many, man. Way too many. All right, we're stopped. I see Jasper stop. All right, you guys help me pick the winner. 217 was the number. 217. Who got closest without going over? Mark chose 127. So 117, closest is 210. There's a 210. Rob, that's pretty close. Jasper got it. Jasper got it dead on. The one I saw that was close earlier was which number? 212. That's the one I saw that was close. Jasper, you nailed it. Congrats. Congrats, Jasper. You know how to contact me. Send me your address, and I'll send this out to you. I'll send you some stickers to go with it. I'll even wipe 217 off of it for you. Next time I write on the blade, I'm going to make sure it's a knife that doesn't have holes in the scales. All right. I'm going to wipe that on off of there. Oh, Greg had me worried. He's like, put it down, put it down. I'm like, can you see it? Then I looked at what Greg guessed, and I'm like, obviously he can't see the number. This is not like a professional YouTube channel, in case you have not figured it out yet. Oh, sorry, El Cap. That damn chat delay gets me every time, man. I'd already wiped it off before I saw that. It just popped up on my end. Yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. Jasper, you know what to do. And some cool videos coming this week. I will actually give you guys an update on this. Uh, I'm gonna have to send this to Microtech for sure because I'm pretty sure if I take this apart, the warranty is voided. It's not actually my knife. I'm gonna speak to the owner of the knife first, but yeah, we're gonna have to send it off because I'm sure I could fix it, but I'm not sure what size spring to use. You know, springs are very finicky things. If you don't use the exact spring, it's not gonna work right. So that's gonna have to get sent back to Microtech. Yeah, hit that like button, everybody. That'd be awesome. I'd greatly appreciate that. Thank you, Todd. You guys all have a good night. Have a good week this week at work. Monday mornings suck for everybody. It's going to suck for me. I'm not looking forward to it. So make the best of it, and I'll see you guys on the next one.